There are places in this world where silence feels heavier, where the wind seems to whisper forgotten names, and where the land itself carries a weight, a dark weight of mystery, misfortune, and ancient curses. These are not just stories passed down through generations. These are lands with histories soaked in blood, betrayal, and pain. Tonight, we take you on a journey to the world's most cursed lands, places you may never want to step foot in. Imagine standing in a place where every step you take feels like walking over buried secrets. The air feels colder, the shadows stretch longer, and the silence screams louder. There's something deeply unsettling about these places. It's not just fear. It's a sadness, like the ground beneath your feet remembers every terrible thing that ever happened there. Deep in the heart of Romania lies a forest that even locals avoid, Hoia Baciu. They call it the Bermuda Triangle of Transylvania. Trees here don't grow like they should. Their twisted trunks and spiraling branches look as if they're trying to escape something invisible, something ancient. People who enter this forest have gone missing. Others come out, but they're never the same. They speak of shadows that follow them, whispers that come from nowhere, and feelings of being watched even when alone. Cameras fail, compasses spin, and animals refuse to enter. What lives here is still a mystery. Thousands of miles away in Japan, there's another forest with a chilling name, Aokigahara, or the Sea of Trees. But the world knows it by another name, the Suicide Forest. At the base of Mount Fuji, this dense forest has claimed hundreds of lives. People travel here not to explore, but to disappear. Authorities have placed signs at the entrance, pleading people to reconsider, to think of their loved ones. But still, the forest calls. Why does it draw people in? Some say the ground is cursed by ancient spirits, others say it's the sorrow that hangs in the air like a fog. Whatever it is, Aokigahara is a place where hope dies, silently. In India, there is a village that once thrived with life but now stands frozen in time, Kuldara. Over 200 years ago, the villagers vanished overnight. Not a single soul remained. No sign of struggle, no sign of war, just abandoned homes and silence. Legend says the villagers left a curse behind, that no one would ever be able to live there again. And it seems true. Every attempt to resettle the village has failed. Strange lights, eerie sounds, and shadowy figures chase away even the bravest. Kuldara remains untouched, as if time itself fears to move forward there. Then there's the island of the dolls in Mexico. It's not just the dolls that are disturbing, it's their stories. Hanging from trees, nailed to walls, floating in the canals, their eyes seem to follow you. The caretaker of the island claimed he was haunted by the spirit of a young girl who drowned nearby. To appease her, he began hanging dolls all around. But the more he hung, the more he claimed to hear whispers, footsteps, and cries in the night. Visitors say the dolls blink, turn their heads, even whisper. The caretaker died mysteriously in the exact spot where the girl drowned. Now, the dolls remain, watching. In Italy, there's a small island called Poveglia. You won't find it in travel guides, and for good reason. It's been called the most haunted island in the world. Centuries ago, it was a quarantine zone for plague victims. Thousands died, their bodies dumped and burned. Later, it became an asylum where unspeakable experiments were performed on patients. Screams echoed through the halls, and eventually, the doctor himself threw himself from the tower, claiming he was driven mad by ghosts. Today, the island is silent. But those who have dared to sneak in report hearing cries, feeling hands on their shoulders, and seeing figures that vanish before their eyes. No one stays long. There's also a stretch of land in the United States known as the Skinwalker Ranch. Located in Utah, this place is a hotspot for everything from UFO sightings to mysterious creatures. Cattle are found mutilated with surgical precision, strange lights hover in the sky, and people vanish without explanation. Native American legends speak of the skinwalkers, shape-shifting witches who curse the land. Even scientists who've studied the area have left terrified and confused. There's something there. Something science cannot explain. In the desert of Australia lies a road where travelers often face more than just heat and dust. The Nullarbor Plain is flat, dry, and desolate, but that's not what makes it terrifying. Drivers speak of phantom cars chasing them, strange figures on the roadside, and even time slips. Some say they've lost hours. Others say they've seen their own reflections blink at them, out of sync. Locals whisper of a curse, something ancient, something that waits for the lonely and the lost. In Russia, there's a place called the Dyatlov Pass. In 1959, 9 experienced hikers died under mysterious circumstances in the Ural Mountains. Their tent was found torn from the inside, their bodies scattered, some half-dressed in freezing temperatures, some with skulls crushed or ribs broken. No clear cause was ever found. Theories range from avalanches to secret military tests to supernatural forces. But no explanation fits all the facts. Whatever happened on that mountain, it wasn't natural. All these places share one thing: they carry pain. Not the kind that screams, but the kind that lingers. The kind that seeps into the soil, the trees, the air. Curses aren't always about chants and spells. Sometimes, they're about memories that never die. Trauma is so deep that the land itself remembers them. But maybe these lands aren't cursed at all. Maybe they're just trying to speak. Trying to be heard. Maybe every shadow, every whisper, every strange feeling, is a cry. A cry from the past. A cry we've ignored for too long. As you sit there, in the comfort of your home, think about this: what if the land beneath you remembers more than you do? What if, somewhere in the world, there's a place waiting for someone like you? Not to haunt, but to reveal its story. Some say curses are just legends. Others believe they're warnings. But whatever you believe, remember this: when the land whispers, listen carefully. Because some stories never end. They just hide in silence, waiting. And if you ever feel a sudden chill while walking through a quiet place, if the trees seem to lean closer, or the wind starts to carry a name you've never heard, don't look back. Because you may not be alone.